Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am in Florida. So I'm visiting my parents here for 2 weeks, and then I'm going to visit my grandparents for another 2 weeks after, and then be going back home to cold Canada. But I'm gonna enjoy my time here, and while I'm here I'm hoping to make a lot more videos for you guys, so stay tuned. And today I'm just basically going to do a new product try on. I bought a lot of stuff at Ulta the other day because I don't know if you guys know, but we do not have Ulta in Canada, so we don't get access to things like Shape Tape and Dose of Colors. There's a few different brands that Ulta has that Sephora doesn't have. We don't get any of those unless you want to buy them online, and honestly I'm not keen on buying stuff online. I will if I have to, but I would just prefer not to. I like to swatch things in person. That's just who I am. Obviously a lot of people prefer buying things online. I'm just not that way. I don't like paying for shipping. Yep, it's pretty heavy. I have the new Urban Decay x Kristen Leanne palette. If you don't know who she is, go search her up on Instagram. She's a great makeup artist. She is very talented. And now she came out with a line with Urban Decay. This is just one of the things here, so it came in this here. It's very cute. It's very Valentine's Day-esque, which is interesting because it just came out like a couple weeks ago. But yeah, this is the packaging here. This is the back, so it has all the colors and everything on it. And then I guess it comes with a brush too. I didn't even know that. But this is the actual packaging. So very, very cute. Very fond of it. When I open it up, it's got a mirror there, which I actually really like that, because you don't find many palettes with mirrors nowadays. I don't know why, but yeah. And then of course here are all the colors. So I am really fond of this shade here. This is actually pretty much what made me buy the palette, because I absolutely love peachy shades with blue eyes. It just like makes them pop so much, and I just love it. So that's the main reason why I bought this palette. And then there's also a brush that comes in here. I don't know what this brush is gonna be like. We'll try it out. This is cute. This is really cute, but it does, honestly, it feels kind of cheap, but I mean that's pretty typical for the mirror's shining on me. The brushes that comes with palettes. This one kind of interests me just because it's like a really small blending brush. So I don't actually have one like that. This one's basically just more your typical eyeshadow brush. So I mean that one's kind of eh. But this one does interest me. So I'll probably use that one more. The inside of the palette is like ridiculously cute. Like so springy and just so pretty. It's got flowers all over it and vines and whatnot, but yeah, it is really cute. They are all matte shades. It is 5 colors. They're definitely very pigmented, but not like overly. Like they don't have any fallout or anything from what I can tell so far, at least. And then the second new one that I got is actually from Dose of Colors. So this is the packaging here. It's like a burnt coppery orange, and these are the colors here on the back. So again, these are a lot of like peachy colors and some kind of more like warm tone browns, which is always what I love. So when I saw this one, I was like, I gotta get it. So this is what the actual packaging looks like, and it has the shade names on the back there, of course. So we have Stay Sassy, Brassy, Foxy, Bossy, and Oh So Sassy. And actually this one comes with a brush as well. These are actually interesting as well. Again, the one side, this feels a lot more luxurious actually right off the bat. It's a little bit heavier. It is really thin though, so it might make it a little bit hard to hold. This is the palette. Again, this is absolutely gorgeous. Like but look at those. Look at this one right here. Ooh, it's called Bossy. I think that's because it's the boss. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. So I'm going to start with Daydream right here. And I'm going to use this side of the brush, the kind of just typical eyeshadow one there. And I'm just going to go in above my crease a little bit. It does have really good pigment. Like for a light color, it's going on really well, and it really matches what it looks like in the pan, which is nice. A lot of times you'll get shadows and they just literally go and have a completely different color when you put it on the eye. But this is actually pretty decent for that. So now I'm gonna take the brush and I'm gonna get a little bit of Lucy here. And I'm just gonna focus that, like I said, right under my brow bone and kind of work it down into the transition shade. 12 here, and I'm just going to take that right on my crease, and I'm taking the brush from Sassy Siennas again. So I'm going to switch to the Sassy Siennas palette now, and I'm going to just go in with this absolutely beautiful color just to add even a little bit more vibrancy. Oh my gosh, if that ain't pigment, I don't know what is. That is insane. I literally swiped it once. Wow. Oh, that is gorgeous. It's like almost electric. That is insane. Wow, I am shocked. You can see there is quite a lot of fallout, but I'm not even mad because that pigment, wow. Like absolutely just wow. Ooh, I'm speechless. I'm just absolutely speechless. I'm gonna go in with this one here, which is called Brassy. Sounds perfect. I'm just gonna put it under my crease. What? Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely insane, guys. Even just the blendability on them is actually pretty good too. But I'm gonna go in with the bossy one again and just kind of blend it out a little bit more. And last but not least, I'm gonna go in with the last one here called Stay Sassy. And I'm just gonna basically do along my line just to create that full, ooh. Man, this palette just keeps getting better and better. God damn. It's amazing. I'm gonna actually do kind of like a little bit of a smoke out here. Alright, the shadow is everywhere. I don't even mind because the pigment is just so incredible. Like, I am stunned. Honestly, stunned. I'm gonna go back in with 1212 and just again blend that out a little smoother. Honestly too, like this is also a gorgeous palette. Like this one's really nice. I would say this one is probably better for beginners, just because like the colors, while they're vibrant, they're not like absolutely insane like the other one. Like, don't get me wrong, they are very pigmented, they are very good, but they're just not like, you know, they're not like bright orange or anything like that. So for people who don't play with makeup as much, it's definitely going to be a much better palette than the other one would be. The other one's probably going to be a lot if you're not used to something like that. I mean, I am an avid makeup lover and I'm not even used to that. But honestly, like, I'm still really happy with how it turned out. I'm just gonna go back in with Daydream and kind of smooth things out there. And then, of course, gonna go back in with Lucy and just kind of lighten that up a little bit here. I have already moisturized my face. Now I'm gonna go in with my primer. So I actually use two. I know it's a little bit counterintuitive, but I use the Tarte Brighter Days not really moisturizer, well, highlighting moisturizer, whatever. And then I actually use Professional. Alright, so my skin is definitely feeling more moisturized. It's looking a lot more dewy. So now I'm gonna go in with Professional by Benefit. Oh, just like look at how much smoother my skin looks already. I don't even have foundation or anything on yet. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera because this lighting is not the greatest, to be honest, so I'm sorry guys. But I actually do have another thing we're gonna try today. This one is super new. It just came out and there's been quite a lot of debate about it. So I got the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. I hope this is the right shade for me. They don't have a lot of shades and people are pissed. Honestly, their shade range is pretty ridiculous. I won't go into too much depth about it, but like they literally had like, you know, maybe 2 light shades and then like 1 dark shade, and then the rest were just like medium, which is, I mean, it's fine for me, but I just see like, you know, you get so excited because there's been so much hype around this, right? Because, you know, the original Shape Tape was like, people loved it, absolutely loved it. So, you know, of course, if foundation comes out and everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to try this, but you know, if you're not the right skin tone, then you can't try it, you know what I mean? And that would just be really frustrating to me, especially if you're an influencer or something like that and you want to report on it, but you can't, right? Like, I don't know, it's pretty ridiculous. But that being said, I still wanted to try it. We can't get it in Canada, so I wanted to try it now. Even though they don't have the full shade range out yet, they did say later that they are working on the rest of the shade range. But you know, to me, you shouldn't release it until it's ready. Like, I don't know why you'd release like part of it, especially something like that. Like, I don't know, it just seems kind of ridiculous to me. But anyways, that being said, I'm gonna go in with it. So I bought the matte one. I just usually prefer matte skin. I prefer to, you know, put some highlighter on over top or something like that, but I don't like my whole face to be luminous, right? Like, I like this part, you know, any part that's not highlighted, I want to be matte. Then I just want my highlight to be like wet, right? Like, that to me is the goal. So I just don't really care to buy luminous foundations just because it's just like, it seems counterintuitive to me. Anyways, that being said, this is the packaging here. Like I said, I got light, medium, neutral. So this is the, oh, so cute. This is the packaging for the foundation. Very cute. I like it. Nothing really bad to say about this. It's glass. It feels very heavy duty. It's just like a giant, almost like a lipstick brush, right? The concealer is basically the same but smaller, right? So it makes sense that they would do it like that. So my skin's primed. I'm gonna go ahead and just plop this on all over. This might be a little dark for my skin right now, but since I am in Florida, I kind of wanted to get it a little bit darker because I'm gonna be tanning, right? So I figured it doesn't make sense for me to buy lighter or like the same shade and then not be able to use it in a month or so at the end of this trip. So I don't know if this is a lot or like how pigmented this is gonna be, so hopefully I'm not gonna be like cakey, but okay, this is definitely a little dark for me, but I did self tan the other day as well. So it'll probably blend in with my neck okay. This is definitely dark for me. Definitely. I might have to switch this out. Pretty good coverage. It's drying pretty quickly though, so I would say, you know, try and do it as quickly as you can. Although if you do see, you know, my neck here that I self-tanned, it does match it pretty well. It's really full coverage. Like, it's covering all of my little imperfections already, and I haven't even put concealer or anything on yet. So I mean, that part of it's definitely good. How does it feel? So it still feels pretty tacky. I don't know, it kind of gave me like a nice glow even though it is supposed to be matte. It's not like ridiculously matte to the point of like you know, not having any hydration left in your skin at all. But I don't know how I feel about it yet. Anyways, I did buy the concealer as well. So yeah, like I said, we can't get this in Canada, which is kind of stupid because I found out I don't know about the concealer, but I found out from Jeffree Star that the foundation is actually made in Canada. I couldn't find anything about the concealer, but I find it kind of ridiculous that it's made in our country, but it's not sold there. You know what I mean? Like, I get it's an Ulta exclusive, so they can't sell it anywhere else, but like, it just kind of makes it frustrating, you know what I mean? Like, Canadians want it, and if they want to get it, they have to pay like 20 bucks for shipping, which, like, who really wants to do that? Let's be real here. Okay, so this is the bottle here. I'm sure you guys have seen it a million times. This isn't really new, it's just new to me. But I thought I might as well use it with the foundation as well, just because obviously it's intended to be that way. Wow, it is a big wand. It's like almost the size of the foundation wand. Okay, right away I do kind of like that though, because it will make it easier to apply, as well as it kind of, I don't know if you can tell, but it has like a little bit of a hole in it, so it kind of gathers product instead of like, so that way you don't have to be like constantly redipping it in there, because I don't like redipping it in a lot because it actually pushes air into the product and that'll make it go bad quicker. So I do like that. I'm just gonna start. The nice thing about this too is I did buy the lighter. This actually does match my skin tone pretty well. So hopefully this will make me look not quite as orange. Alright, so this is what the concealer and foundation looks like together, all blended out. I'm not mad, although definitely the foundation color is quite different, but it's almost giving me like a natural contour, if you can tell. So that's kind of nice, but I normally wouldn't do it that way. Once I get more of a tan, it probably should work a little bit better, but I don't know when that will be, so I might not use this for a couple weeks. I might use my Estee Lauder just until I get that tan and then go back to this one. But I'm gonna just go in with my I don't even think I'm going to contour, just because, like I said, it already kind of does have like a little bit of a natural contour. So I'm just going to go in with bronzer, and I'm going to go in with my blush and then my highlight, and then I'm probably going to be good at that point. Alright guys, so this is the complete finished look. I am honestly very happy. I think I'm pretty impressed with the foundation so far. I also wanted to let you guys know that I did get new lashes. I am wearing one of them right now. I've gotten from this company before. They are called Dodo lashes. This was the one I wore, so it's D307. My favorite one from that company is D105. They are the most natural, like, best looking lashes. I could wear them any day of my life and I would be happy. But I love these for this look. I'll show you a little bit more closer look after as well. But yeah, I'm really loving how this turned out. I'm liking the foundation so far. I am in love with both the palettes. Obviously the eyelashes are my fave. I also did want to let you guys know that I got the Bad Gal Bang. It's hard to tell really what kind of job it did because I obviously am wearing falsies. But I think I like it so far. Other than that, the concealer seems to be holding up great. I didn't actually set it or anything like that. I am gonna put on some setting spray though, just to be safe. But I mean, other than that, it's like the foundation and everything seems to be covering up my flaws pretty well. The concealer doesn't seem to be cracking or anything like that. I do have some lines here, so it is kind of bunching up in those, but I have yet to find a concealer that doesn't. So that's not its fault. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. Did I try anything else new today? I think that was pretty much it. The brushes, they're not my favorite, but they do the job. You can definitely use them. They're good at picking up pigment and everything, but they're definitely not like my top ones, I would say. I'll probably use them on occasion. I did actually end up using this one from Dose of Colors, the little like pencil one, for my bottom lashes here, and it actually worked pretty well. I kind of just smoked it into the liner there. That ended up working pretty well, so I think that I'll definitely use that again for that. And then the other one, I do like this one. This one's okay, but again, it's just like a regular brush. You can find them literally anywhere for so cheap. I would say of the two palettes, obviously, I prefer the Dose of Color ones. The other one's really good though. Like I said, it's better if you aren't as experienced. Definitely better like neutral palette, but the Sassy Siennas, oh my god, like so pigmented. So pigmented, it's ridiculous. So I definitely don't regret getting either of them. They're definitely both really good palettes, and I'm gonna enjoy using both of them. I hope you liked this video. I pretty much used all new products. The only thing I didn't use new was lipstick and eyebrows.